Hello travelers, today we will be exploring the Huntington Library, Art Museum, and Botanical Gardens. It seems like today there are a lot of parking spaces. It's a beautiful day today and we're almost at the entrance. All visitors must pass a security check. Food and drinks are allowed as long as you don't eat them in the gardens. Next to the admissions, you can rent a locker, access an ATM, and use the restroom in the same location. There is also a spacious patio section here where you can relax and have a drink before exploring the gardens. Maps are available at the information kiosk. Our exploration begins with the main path leading to our first dining option, the 1919 Cafe. The patio provides plenty of shade and is filled with tables for many group of people. Although I was not quite hungry, I was curious to see what they sold inside. These desserts look very delicious, but I want to save my appetite for lunch. After a ticket checkpoint, this path leads to the desert garden where I decide to explore first. The desert garden houses 10 acres of succulents, started over 100 years ago. It features over 2,000 species of desert plants. Every corner I turned, I was met with a different succulent more exotic than the former. The more I walked, the more interesting roads I stumbled upon. It was quite an experience seeing rare succulents from all around the world as I went up and down curvy paths. Are you planning, or are you just getting rid of old shrubs or something?
We're removing this. It was a pretty large group of decas, and a lot of them were dead on the top. So we'll throw those out and then replant it so it'll look nice.
Now I'm headed to the lily ponds to relax in the shade. I ended up lost walking up this road and happily discovered a large empty field. I decided to walk around a bit, and wouldn't you know it, I was at the lily pond. Not only was it peaceful and quiet here, it offered me a rare respite to reflect on the beauty of life, something we seldom do during our busy lives. After a little rest, I stumbled upon a huge empty field on the way to the Japanese garden. Chipmunks and rabbits were common to see along the road. If you're a nature photographer, this might be your heaven. The entrance to the Japanese garden looks like a scene out of a samurai movie. Once you take the path to the top, it leads you to the bonsai courts, housing hundreds of centuries-old collection in different species, styles, and sizes. I then entered the Zen court, where patterns are raked into the gravel to symbolize water, space, and movement. Past the Zen court is a beautiful open space which leads us to the Japanese house on the other side of the bridge. If you take a narrow path on the left, you will be treated with a small waterfall and a bamboo path. The view on this hill is splendid. Restrooms are available next to the Japanese house. With the warm sun on my back, I walk quietly and happily towards the north end of the Japanese garden. As in life, it never hurts to turn around and see the same thing from a completely different perspective. This small pavilion was snuck away where no one passed by. These steps will take you back to the main road. I turned left and found a long white wall with a single entrance. This is the path leading to the Chinese Gardens. I wish I could stay here forever. The landscape and architecture here is breathtaking. Every entrance at the gardens is full of surprises. You can stop by the freshwater pavilion where they sell tea, boba, and snacks. It smelled like sweet herbs inside. You can rest by the patios right next to the shop. It is impossible to miss the lake in the middle of the garden. I started to hear a growing sound of falling water as I walked down these stone steps. I saw many people resting here and taking pictures of the lake. At the end of the Chinese garden is a locked pavilion, but don't turn away. Because if you just walk through the sides, you will find yourself at a restaurant called the Jade Cafe. There are two spacious patio sections here. I sipped on a passion fruit tea while I waited for my main dish, the Sichuan beef. I highly recommend this cafe. The dish was surprisingly well cooked. All the ingredients were fresh. I'm slightly embarrassed to say that this was my highlight of the day. I just love food too much. The restrooms here are very sanitary. I was impressed. I made my way to the Rose Hills Foundation Conservatory for Botanical Science. Inside here is an enormous 16,000 square foot greenhouse. It is very humid in here and feels like an actual forest. Don't forget to look up from the ground floor. The view is amazing. The cloud forests are home to plants and trees that live high in the sky where they get their water directly from the clouds. It is even more humid in here. The bog houses various carnivorous plants. The Children's Garden is a beautiful space sized appropriately for children, desiring to engage their senses with unique landscapes and designs. On my left is the Huntington Art Gallery, which we'll visit soon, and on my right is the Rose Garden. The herb room hides behind the rose garden. I can smell the lavender and licorice, and even hints of heliotrope. Now we're going up these steps to view the south facade of the Huntington Art Gallery. The east wing is calm and quiet and has plenty of shades to rest and take pictures. As you might have guessed, we have entered the Huntington Art Gallery. It was quite a pleasant experience looking at artworks from centuries past, especially with the AC on. Before going back to the main plaza, I stopped by the North Vista where they have a beautiful fountain. Once you arrive back to admissions, be sure to check out the Huntington store. I've included a full walkthrough of the store in the link below. Be sure to check it out as there are so many cool things inside here. Our last stop is at the Red Car, a small cafe that not only serves coffee but also ice cream and pastries. I hope you enjoyed today's adventure. Although the day is over, I will see you soon again.